Hey fam.
TALOFA and welcome back to our channel, family. So for today's video, as you might have seen on the title, it's about us sharing our love story with our kids. Now, our kids have heard our love story before
Many times.
and we've also shared it a lot here on video form with you guys. If you wanted to check that out, it's up here. But we wanted to share it with our kids. And we've always wanted to do a book for our kids, not only for our kids, but also for many generations to come, so they can read about, grandma and grandpa and how, we came to be and how we came to be together and to meet each other.
How we fell in love.
How we fell in love and got married and, all of that. So we wanted to be able to bring it to life through book form. I want to be able to not only have an oral story of our love, but also have a book that shares how we met and our love story.
What's cool with the book too is we wanted to have pictures of when we first met, what we looked like. So over the years, you can kind of see how we've changed and we've looked different. And so our kids can see that too, because our kids only know us from the time that they were born.
Yeah.
But when we met, none of them were here. So it's really important for us to document the story, but also the images so our kids can see it. We partnered up with this amazing company. They're called Memento Stories. We've been connecting with them over the past few months to make this happen. Memento's mission statement is that they're not just a service that creates books, but their mission is one life, one book. Their slogan is Memento, a piece of immortality. Their vision is based on Psalm 90, verse 12, which reminds us to remember that we are finite so that we become wise. From this knowledge, creativity is born, something to leave behind and to do so with gratitude. I love the mission statement, and it's this amazing company that allow you to make a keepsake book or a memory book. And that fell in line with exactly what we've wanted to do for the longest time. It's a Christian-based company where they help people bring these stories to life through these books that you can make for your love stories, for your grandparents, for your grandkids, for your friends, and also to document anything that's happened in your life. But it's also a great way to remember those that have passed on as well. So, with us in our faith, we are really big on our family history. And anyone that's followed our channel know, we have our family, but we also have our family that have passed on.
Yeah.
So we want to connect with this company mainly so that we can document our journey.
I love reading the stories of my grandparents and also stories of family members that I never got to meet. And just the other day, I learned more things about my family and about my grandpa that I didn't know through my mom. And these are all things that haven't been written down. So I'm so excited for us to be partnering with Memento so that we can preserve our family memories and preserve those important stories in our families too that need to be told.
So Memento Stories is a great company where you can create these books, but you can do it online on the website, or you can do it through the mobile app. And so we've been doing it kind of on the computer, on the laptop, and on our phones as well.
Yeah,
so
on the app is really easy to use, and really everything's pretty much straightforward on the app.
And what's really cool is when you choose a specific type of books, we chose our love story. It actually creates a whole bunch of questions that it kind of asks you each day. And so there's different categories, different questions that we'll ask, and then you kind of answer it, and you can upload pictures. You can also upload videos, which is really cool. And it puts a QR code on the book, so you can scan
really
it
cool.
and actually plays the video.
I wish we had more videos for when we were dating and stuff, because we could have put that in the book, but
because we got married so long ago. I don't know why we didn't have more videos.
They were, video phones were around then too, so I don't know why we didn't have much videos.
But we had iPhone 4. But what's really cool is every day you can answer different questions, you can upload pictures. So what's really cool too is it's got so much more than just like a love story book. You have a wedding book, you have your life book, you have childhood books, you have traveling books for those that love to travel. And you honestly, whenever you travel, you take millions of photos, but then they sit in your storage and you never really go through it. This is a way where you can actually upload on your trip. You can upload all these pictures to the book, and then you can have it printed. So
documenting all your memories.
Definitely. And you can share it with your family. So you can actually, what I really like is when you actually print your book and you're completed, you can order copies for other family members too. So it's not like you have to order it and then you have to go to the person's house or send it by mail, you can actually directly print it and send it to that person's house as well. So you can do multiple copies.
Yeah.
So if you're doing like a life book and you want to share that with all your kids and they might live all over the world, kind of like our family, you know, we have family in New Zealand, Australia, America, and Canada, and Samoa. It's nice to be able to ship the book.
What I love about the Memento books is that it gives you the questions that you need to answer. So it's not you having to like sit there and like think of, oh, what should I write? It already has like these questions that are like prompts to bring up those memories. Like reading through the questions when we were going through it, I was like, oh, okay, this is a really good question because I never, thought about that. And then when I thought about it, I was able to record that particular memory.
And what I really like too is you don't have to be the best writer. Like me, I'm not the best writer, but they utilize AI really well. So you can do voice or text when you're answering the questions.
Yeah.
And then they have an AI section where you can actually say, would you like us to make this longer, this narrative that you've written or spoken out? Or do you want to make it shorter, or do you want to add things to it? And what I like too is you can actually add your own questions. So if there aren't questions in there that maybe are missing,
you want to add in.
You can actually add them too. So we added a few, and I really like that because it gives you the ability to make it really customizable depending on whatever book you want to make. So we're going to show you the book
We are going to show you guys the book.
What's really cool is it actually comes in 20 different languages as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. The big reveal of the book, you guys.
This is our first time seeing it too, so you guys are joining us for our journey.
Oh, wow. Look, you guys.
Look how skinny we were.
Don't look too closely at how skinny we were. This is the book, family.
I forgot to mention too, every book comes in a hardcover copy. So they start at 100 pages. Prices start from $99 plus shipping. But for more pages, obviously it'll increase the price, but you can also include as many pages as you want. So this is a 100-page book.
It's a hardcover book. As you can see there. On the side over there.
So this is fully,
at the back.
You can choose your cover.
It's customizable covers. So you can choose your one. This is the one that we chose. And then these are the pages. The page is really nice. Table of contents. This is what Rick wrote. For Ivy, because no matter where life takes us, win or lose, I'll always choose you and we'll always be a team. Oh. So this is the first dates. Where did you go on your first date? So it's just a whole bunch of different Brick's got some pictures in here too of the locations of where we went on our first date.
Because we didn't take pictures on our first date.
Because we didn't take photos on our first date. So he wanted to get some pictures in there. It's just, so it's more cooler for the kids. So we've got a whole lot more pictures in there. It's actually really good quality.
And the pages.
Very nice pages.
Very well done.
Look at that handsome guy. It's got a whole bunch here of different pages. We've got a lot of different pages in here. We're going to bring the kids so that we can share with them the book and our story.
Yep.
Hello. Welcome to Riss and Levi.
So we have a little present for you guys. You guys excited?
Mm-hmm. Close your eyes.
No peeking. Okay, open your eyes.
Wow, it looks so nice!
Okay, what does it say? Yes.
Our story, Breck and Ivy, Momento Stories. Our story, Breck and Ivy, Table of contents. First dates, how it all begun, getting to know each other. The next step, things about us, you and me, personal things, general relationship questions, wedding day, honeymoon.
We just wanted to show you guys that this is the book that Mummy and Daddy have created for you guys, so that you can learn about where we went for our first date,
when we got married,
where
where your mum and dad fell in love.
Yeah, where we fell in love. Do you guys remember? Where did Mummy and Daddy say I love you?
At the traffic lights when they're coming back from a conference.
Do you want to see the traffic lights? The picture?
You see the picture of the traffic lights?
You want to
That's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the picture. That was the traffic lights
Do you
where
want to show the
Daddy
camera
said,
away?
"I love you." What else is in here? We'll go through it and just see.
The date night place?
Test you
Wait,
guys.
the date night where Daddy took you for dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is where Mummy was living at the time when we just got, when we just started dating.
You remember how I went to the house on a blind date? Do you remember what happened?
No.
No?
Oh wait, you knocked on the door and you said, "I'm here to take Ivy on
And
a
then
date."
and then
Who did Daddy talk to first?
Nana.
Nana.
I mean Papa.
Oh, are you
No,
sure?
no.
Oh wait, Nana.
So the question was, were you nervous or excited before or during your date? Were those emotions
Your
noticeable?
first date.
Yeah, for a first date.
I was nervous for our first date because I hadn't actually met him, just over Messenger and messages. I felt like a newbie at this dating thing again, and I was anxious to meet him and see how it was going to turn out. During our date, I wasn't too nervous because he made me feel comfortable as soon as we were in the car together. Just our conversations were flowing so well, I didn't feel nervous anymore. When I am nervous, my hands sweat, so they were sweaty before the day and might have been sweaty during the day too. LOL, I'm grateful we got along so well that helped ease the nerves.
So that was a
That
picture
was-
of Mummy
I've
and
seen
Daddy.
this picture.
So
Have you
this
seen that picture of
picture,
Mummy and Daddy before?
Official couple.
yeah,
Couple.
our first. So
No, those are different pictures, son.
that's our picture of when we our first
Those were
outing
our first pictures together that we took
as
together.
a couple. I remember
Yeah,
I was
as a
at your
couple.
cousin's wedding.
it'll be
How it all be.
Can you imagine seeing us like that? And look, there's
I've
Ivy
been
teaching.
teaching me how to make bunny popo while we
That
were
was our
dating.
second
Daddy
date
has so much
together, was
funny
making
faces.
bunny popo together.
Levi, you want to look at some pictures? You want to find one you like and show everybody?
You can flip through the pages.
So
And Papa.
there's lots of different questions that we answered for getting to know each other.
Was this when you were dating or when you were married?
We were
That's when we were
Engaged.
engaged.
Wow.
So we weren't married yet, but those were our engagement photos that we took.
Levi, move your hand.
Whoa, you guys look so young. Point to the one.
wedding day.
Page 69.
That's 95.
Yeah, no.
68.
There we go. Wedding day.
So what's the question it asks?
What was your favorite part of the day?
Ivy pilling.
My favorite part of our wedding day was our sealing in the Hamilton, New Zealand temple. I remember receiving advice that the most important part of your wedding is your sealing. As long as it is done, then everything else doesn't matter. If something didn't go as planned, then it didn't matter, and I would sweat it because to me the most important part was done. I loved how we had all our family in the room with us and how peaceful and slow-paced it was. Being in the temple of brick and knowing we were going to marry, going to be married for not only this life but also for all eternities was exciting. Plus, this moment I had been waiting for my whole life for it was finally happening. Oh my gosh. My temple marriage, and I was always dreaming of it coming true. Where's Anne?
Any pictures in here? Oh.
Oh wait. Oh.
It's the same picture, yeah.
And that.
Wait, can I look at it?
Do you want to read Daddy's one, Levi?
This is a different photo. He's trying to compare the photo on the fridge.
Oh yeah, and that one's that one.
No, it's a different one.
It is.
See that one? We're not smiling. That one's the one we're smiling
Oh, yeah.
at.
Go.
Mommy's blushing.
More like sunburnt. It was very hot
It was
on our
very
wedding day.
Oh.
And Daddy, you're
Oh,
making
yeah.
his choice.
Making my choice.
Stressing out
like,
because
shouldn't-
I was late. I was running late, and your dad was stressing out. This is the perfect photo you want to show everyone. That's
So
how
Ivy
it
showed
went.
up half an hour late to our wedding.
No, I think that's when you were trying to call me and I wasn't picking
Yeah,
up.
just to make sure you weren't
I
getting
was
coffee.
so busy that morning trying to get ready.
Maybe because
How did it feel knowing we were finally married? Brett Pilling. Right after we were sealed in the temple, I remember walking out of the temple with my wife. It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling, and I remember feeling complete and at one with my new bride. Our family and friends were all there, but it felt like it was just the two of us. I felt that everything in my life had led me to her in that moment.
Oh.
You want to show that for her, see?
Everyone was so young in this photo.
Where were you guys?
we were
In the
Heaven.
stomach.
In the stomach.
I was in mommy's stomach.
Well, on our wedding day.
No, you
No.
weren't.
we were playing Monopoly up in heaven, and someone would win.
We were seeing who would win, and
You guys were
then
broadcasting our wedding up in heaven.
we're like,
And then you won this, and then you got to go in mommy's stomach and play again.
So we're gonna do a really fun quiz game with the kids to test their knowledge and see if you guys know your mum and dad. Okay?
of course.
Okay, so what was your parents' favorite thing they ate on their honeymoon?
Chakarama.
Okay, we got Chakarama. Levi?
Boston pizza.
Boston pizza. Alright. The answer was Chakarama.
Yes!
Good
One
job.
point for me.
1 point for Rissy. Okay. There's nothing there.
What did Daddy do for my birthday after we got married?
Bought you a cake.
Yeah, I bought you a cake.
A chocolate fudge cake.
And what did the chocolate fudge cake say?
Happy birthday, Ivy.
Do you remember what birthday it was? What age?
30.
Wow!
I mean,
no, it's not.
27. Mum's 24th birthday.
Oh,
24th.
man. I thought she was going to be 27.
Okay. What was our mum's favorite memory from our honeymoon?
I saw this, but I didn't get to read it.
When you were like, and you both did that.
No.
Oh,
We didn't see the pictures.
our photo.
Where did Mummy and Daddy go for the honeymoon?
What do you call it? Blackfoot.
It's a hotel.
Yeah.
But what country did we go to for our honeymoon?
Canada.
Canada.
And you saw your auntie and uncle at their house, and we drove past it.
So we went to Canada and America.
South America.
South
America. What the heck?
Okay. If money was not an issue, where would the two of us live? Or where would our family live?
Australia.
Australia? Levi?
New Zealand.
New Zealand? The answer was Hawaii.
What?
What surprised Mummy the most about Daddy when they first met?
How
Daddy was funny.
That Daddy was funny?
how comfortable she was around you.
How comfortable? Okay, let's see. What did Mummy say?
I think
It would be his basketball skills. I didn't know he was so good. Also his love for Polynesians and Polynesian food.
Okay, and what surprised Daddy the most about Mummy?
That she loves sushi so much.
That she loves sushi so much?
How he felt comfortable around you,
Oh.
Mommy.
Do you want to read?
Boxing.
How good Ivy is at goal setting and sticking to things. She never gives up and she is always setting and aiming to achieve her goals. She is relentless when it comes to this. She also has a beautiful singing voice which she always denies.
Sorry.
There's some cool pictures there. Okay, so that's our quiz.
Anyways, family, thank you so much for joining us for today's video, and thank you to our special guests Arissa and Levi for joining us for our video today. A huge shout out and thank you again to Memento Stories for being able to bring our love story to life through a book form. we're so grateful for this book that we now have and that our kids now have.
And our grandchildren will get to
grandchildren, great-grandchildren,
Oh, wow.
and generations to come can read about our love story.
And we might actually make a travel book too, because we've traveled a bit with the kids, so it might be really fun to make a few travel books so the kids can look back at our adventures, especially when your cousins and your aunties and uncles and grandparents came. And so we're really excited. So once again, thank you, Memento Stories.
Thank you, Momento Stories. We will catch you guys on our next video. Till 5 so 4.
Bye.